to be live on today's topic, which is why it's not too late for you to find your soulmate, even if you're insert whatever age you think is too old. So I'm in my late 40s. I met Jerry in my early 40s. I'm just gonna go live here. It's always such a juggle. I met Jerry in my early 40s, and it is not too late to find your soulmate in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s. In my coaching business, in my coaching practice, I have had, hi, Marcia, nice to see you here. I have had a client who was 83 years old, and she met an amazing man in 4 months of working with me. Okay, it's possible. And I would even say into your 90s, but I've never had a 90-year-old client. But yeah, it's absolutely possible. People fall in love in their 90s all the time too. But I doubt you're in your 90s watching this, okay? And that's not the point, to be extreme. The point is to share with you how it is not too late and why it is not too late to find your soulmate if you are, 40 plus, 50 plus. Um, and I'm going to share with you some of the foundational pieces of what it will take to get there. And it's not exclusive to women in midlife. Everybody needs to do these things, but some people are lucky and they meet someone early in life and then they whatever develop over time. So you're not too old to find love, okay? My team recently told me a stat that 25, where's that stat now? 25% of marriages in the United States, and Canada is very similar to the US. I'm in Canada, but stats are often on US. Sorry, 25% of marriages in the US are of brides 40 years old and older. 25%, that's a quarter of marriages in the US. That's cool, right? I'm gonna be one of them. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Amisha. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get married this year. We just got engaged. For those who didn't hear about it yet, Jerry and I just got engaged. Yes, and a month ago, and we are planning our wedding like early next year, maybe spring next year. We haven't fully set a date yet, but we are going to be talking about it soon. We're in no rush, but also why wait? And we just have a lot of events for the whole summer, and we don't want to be also planning a wedding. So anyway, so all that to say, I am 48. I'll likely be 49 when he and I get married, and he is 62. He will be, oops, damn it, this always happens. This always happens. My Instagram timer times out while I'm on live. So what I was saying is I'm 48, turning 49, likely going to be 49 by the time we get married. And Jerry is 62. He will likely be, well, for sure he'll be 63 if we get married next year because his birthday is at the end of December. So it's not too late. It's not too late. And we really wanted to get married. I really wanted to get married. And it is not wrong for you to want to get married, even though you've been married once or twice before. I've been married twice before, so has Jerry. And we still want to do it again because we want to do it right. Like, I want the chance to do it right. And I want you to feel no shame about that. It is not too late. It's not that you don't deserve it again because you had your chance. Like, all those bullshit stories come up for a lot of us, right? So the number one thing that you need to develop is the right mindset. Mindset is everything. So you need to clean up your beliefs and stories you've developed about love and marriage and men and relationships, and learn to believe in your gut that you deserve more. How do you believe in your gut that you deserve more if you actually have an underlying belief that you don't deserve more, that you don't deserve it again, that you don't deserve it at all? Because look at your life, look at the evidence. You have never had it. So why would I deserve it now when I'm 50, 60, whatever years old, right? You need to work not on finding out why you are the way you are, but you need to work on finding a way to truly believe that you deserve more, that you deserve to have this. And one of the ways that you can do that, if you are watching live, if you're watching during April 2023, you will be able to um, watch the You Deserve More show that is live right now. I will link the link below, and you can watch me interview 20 experts on all kinds of different things, belief systems, nervous system, how to do self-care, like changing your beliefs, changing your mindset, subconscious beliefs, all kinds of things, dating, relationships, like all kinds of speakers that are going to talk to you about and share about how to shift your mindset to know that you believe you deserve more in life and in love. So the link will be below whatever video or in my bio on Instagram. It's already there. You can go check it out. So that's number one. So work on your mindset. Okay. Number two, expand your capacity for joy and pleasure. So you can only get as much as you believe you can have. And I'm struggling with this myself, you guys. I am struggling with this. I just made a Instagram stories. Those of you on YouTube and Facebook, can you just put in the chat where you're calling in from? I would love to hear from you. So I was just on Instagram stories sharing about how it's so interesting. I created this show called You Deserve More, and I am not allowing myself to deserve more myself. I just realized this, and I've been burning out in my business. I've been so fully in my masculine running my business and like burning out, like burning the candle at both ends, that I haven't even seen the forest for the trees. Like I couldn't even see that I'm teaching femininity, which is still valid in relationships. And I do it in relationships and life, but in my business, I have been totally pushing myself too hard and it hasn't paid off. Like, it's not like I'm making millions and millions of dollars, not that that's the only payoff. Of course, clients are getting success. That's a payoff, but I need to make money, and that piece has not been necessarily better just because I'm pushing harder. And so I'm burning out, and there's no really payoff. And I'm like, why am I doing this? So even I am still expanding my capacity for joy and pleasure. You can only get so much joy and so much pleasure as you can hold, as you can have the capacity to hold, to receive. So receiving is the same thing, right? You can only experience as much pleasure and joy as you are able to receive from yourself, from others, before you sabotage it, for example. um, I do this. I'm laughing because I do this. So you can only receive as much joy as you have the capacity to have, and you have to expand your capacity. And this is something that you can do while you're single, and that is start allowing joy to come before work. I know this is hard. Like, don't force yourself to earn joy. Have joy before you do something difficult. So, for example, a lot of people force themselves to get through the work week, and then on the weekends, they allow themselves pleasure and joy. How about you create pleasure and joy in every moment of your day? No, not every moment of your day. That's really hard. That's like so woo-woo to say that. I didn't even mean to say that. To create it every day consistently before you earn it. So how about You give yourself pleasure and joy without having earned it. Ah! Like many of you are like, no way. I have to first, before I'm allowed dessert, I have to eat my protein. Before I am allowed to rest, I have to do a workout. Before I'm allowed to go out for dinner and spend money, I have to work for the week. We have it all ass backwards. Joy first. And joy doesn't have to cost money all the time. It's just joy and pleasure. Because don't you know that when you are in joy, when you are in pleasure, you flow around your day, you flow through your day much better. You're much more inspired. You're better at your job. You're better at your job. You're in flow. Right? Like it's way better to give yourself joy and pleasure first before you give yourself like demands. And this is fucking ass backwards. It's ass backwards in our society. It's so masculine run, right? It's so masculine run that we think we have to earn our pleasure. We have to earn our joy. And I got trapped. I got trapped in those beliefs. Like it's messed up, you guys. It is absolutely messed up. And my friend Asma here, she's on Find Your Flow. She's an amazing embodiment of this, by the way. She's on my Instagram right now, live with me. Hi, Az, love you. Mwah. And she saw my post and she was like, yes, girl, like it's hard. And so what I'm trying to tell you guys is it's hard for all of us women in this society. It's hard because it's not our normal operating system. Our normal operating system is to be is to be like flowy and like kind of chaotic. Like if you can imagine a puddle of water, not a puddle of water, like something your tap is on and it overflows onto the like overflows the sink onto the kitchen floor. It's kind of chaotic, right? You don't know where it's going to go. That is feminine energy. It's chaotic, it's uncontainable, and it is unpredictable. And when we are put into a box of predictability and containment, we literally break. We just implode and break. And this is what, this is why it is so incredibly important to expand your capacity for joy and pleasure, because then you are actually able to hold more. You have a bigger capacity to hold more responsibilities too. Not that's what we're doing it for. But it is really, really important for the feminine to have this. Okay, so I am committed to expanding my capacity for pleasure and joy starting now. Like I am just going to focus on that because I'm telling you right now, the way I've been operating hasn't worked. It's burning me out. I'm exhausted. And that's not actually making my business thrive. It's certainly not making me thrive. So I'm going to change my approach. There's no other way to go about it. Number 3, get really clear on what you want. So thanks. Got some fire here. So number 3, you have to get really clear on what you want, right? Like what the fuck do you want? What do you want? Do you want a relationship? Okay. So do the mindset work. Do the work, you guys. Oh, but you don't really want a relationship. Okay. Cool. Be alone. Be single and alone and own it. Oh, but I really want a guy. Look, get clear on what you want, right? And it's not only flip-flopping back and forth between those two. It's also like, what do I want? Well, how do I want to feel in my job? How do I want to feel on a day-to-day basis? How do I want to feel in my body, right? how do I want to feel in, in my relationship? This is actually module 1 of my Queen School course. It's called how do I want to feel in a relationship? And there's a whole exercise on getting really clear on what the fuck you want. I'm feeling sassy today, so I'm just swearing. And if the internet doesn't like it, then it doesn't like it. I actually don't care. Maybe you're too scared of being choked by a relationship because that's all you know, and you can't have a great relationship. So you tell yourself you don't want one because you're not used to getting a good relationship. But so get clear on what you want. You don't just want a relationship, because relationship to you is getting choked to death. And I don't mean physically. Yikes. That's horrible too. Of course you don't want that. But I mean getting smothered or getting overwhelmed or not getting your needs met. That is your definition of relationship. So stop saying you want a relationship. Get clear on what it is you want. What do you want in a relationship? I want freedom. I want joy. I want amazing sex. I want to be heard, seen, respected. Get clear, you guys. Get clear on what you want. And then it is never too late to start. I have a client, a new client who started with me last month. She's like in her 70s, and she has already transformed. She almost looked like a man coming in. Short, bristly hair, very like harsh, but I could feel her heart. And she's already changed. She's already softened. She's smiling a lot more. She's in a lot more joy and pleasure. And she's starting to go online, and she's doing it. She's doing it. Okay? So it is never too late. Bye, sweets. It is never too late. You can be 40, you can be 50, you can be 60, 70, 80, 90. I don't care if you're 100. You can shift this if you are willing to. And if you are willing to get a little bit uncomfortable with maybe giving yourself joy and pleasure on a daily basis. Like, how weird is that that's uncomfortable, but killing ourselves for a job is not uncomfortable. It's fucking backwards, you guys. And I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm done with it. So I hope you're done with it too. Put your comments below, wherever it is. And that is my musings for the day. Yikes. And this is why I know 100% for sure it is not too late to find your soulmate, because it's an inside job, and the feminine essence is ageless. And how we connect to the feminine essence is through pleasure and joy and desire. So that is the third piece, which is get clear on what you desire, get clear on what you want, get clear, get clear, get clear. Pleasure, joy, desire is all you have to focus on. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to recommit to that journey. All right. Bye for now.